Hey guys, Jay here. So today, I'm not doing one, he's doing one again, where we talk about how we made something. So this is how he made, well, kind of.
Put together,
Yeah.
kind of made some, he made a little...
Yeah. So it's CID HIGHWInd from Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII.
That it is. Oh, the dog tags.
1 sec.
Yeah, those might be kind of important to show. Alright,
Alright.
Yes, now we have everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna lie, most of this is pretty basic stuff for the actual costume.
You made one thing.
I modified one.
Well, no, but I mean you made a piece.
You're right.
You made a single piece.
Because he was designed with workers' clothes in mind. He was meant to be just the working man. His outfit's pretty simple. Honestly, the hardest thing to find was the jacket.
Yeah, that's not even right.
It's not even accurate. I mean, it's close, but the sleeves are more modern material. His are leather all the way through. But this is also the only one I could find that had any kind of, like, fur-lined collar, like a pilot's jacket or a bomber jacket are supposed to, that looked like his at all. And I liked the darker, ruddier color of the brown. It looks almost aged. But
that's the color he
yeah,
has. So.
Exactly. It's more accurate, but it also looks modeled, like it's beat up a little.
Yeah.
But
if you would have found that at a Goodwill, that would have been way
That would have been
better.
perfect. Honestly, if you're willing to spend a little bit more, there's a lot more accurate ones. This is just a pleather zip-up jacket. Well, I think they all zip
In
up.
fact,
a pleather bomber's jacket.
No, in fact, I will link that one down in the description, as well
Yes.
as a better but more expensive one.
There
if we can
are
find
several
one.
options. In fact, I've got one in mind
I do
that
too.
I had my eye on. It was like 120, and I still want it just to have.
How much was that one? Do you remember?
I believe it was 65 on or off sale. I got
half
it for
the
like
price.
55 on sale or something like that. 55, 50,
yeah, that's
around that.
half.
Yeah. Not to mention, you know, isn't going to get that beat up when it's just tight around your waist. It is perfectly usable for anything else, which I plan to do.
Hey, it's a good winter jacket.
But, exactly. But yeah, the jacket was about the hardest to find. The shirt, it's just a light blue t-shirt.
Yeah, I
he
found that-
actually found
well,
that
yeah,
at
Walmart.
Walmart. That part was easy.
Not linking that, by the way. You can just go to Walmart and find
The
it.
gloves, I'll make sure you're going to put a link. We'll
Yeah.
put a link. He's the one who actually sent me these. They're a little bit big, but they are also the only ones that came up far enough to really match his. I believe these were like a worker's glove or a welder's. I don't remember. They're not welder's gloves. They're way too
No.
thin for that.
Yeah.
But it was some kind of a worker's glove or driver's glove or something. Which, again, kind of fits because he was designed to have just worker's clothes in mind.
These are literally mechanics gloves.
Yeah.
He's a mechanic.
That's why I said workers' gloves.
Yeah.
They're not for
Yeah.
welding. They're literally just to keep grease off and keep your fingers from getting pinched.
His would be, but, you know.
I don't even know.
We don't need
maybe.
that.
But either way,
Yeah. Well,
these are
and
going to be a lot thinner.
His seemed
than
to be a little
welder's
big on
gloves.
him anyway. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is the fingers are a little long, which I might fix later. But these aren't supposed to really come up this far unless they are welder's gloves. They should be down here. His come like almost up to the elbow, so I made sure to order the larger size to try and make sure those stayed farther up and that I didn't have to add material just to make sure that it would all match.
These might be costume gloves.
I don't remember. I've got the bag here. They were still bagged when I brought them. I've got the order in my history. I don't think they're actual costume gloves.
It doesn't say. It's just a ready to ship bag. It doesn't
Yeah.
say.
I don't think they're costume gloves. I think they're just like regular workers' gloves, just like keep them clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other one that we had to order off from Etsy, custom dog tags, because of course,
Yeah. We'll get better pictures.
nobody
of that, too.
really knows, at least I certainly couldn't find anything, about what his actual official rank is or what's actually on here. So I just looked up and followed the, I believe it was Army format of where to place things like name, blood type, height, weight, or date of birth, all of that. We should link to the store on Etsy that these came from, because they have an actual, I think it's World War II era, actual metal press to make authentic replica dog tags. This is solid.
And last for the
Pants.
For the,
They're just green cargo pants from Old Navy.
Yeah.
Again, he was
Did you
designed
just-
with workers'
did you go
clothes.
to
There's
Old
not much.
Navy?
Yes, I did, because I wanted to try them on, so I don't trust. You did, but I don't trust. I wanted to make sure, see if I could get them in store first to try
they
them
have
on.
the side pocket.
I don't trust.
The big thing to remember is to have the pocket that's on
Yes,
the side.
that's what I was going to show.
So-
that is Why cargo pants? Because...
Well, we couldn't find any at Walmart.
Ba-boom. I don't know if you can see that very well yet.
No, probably not. It's not a big deal.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yes, that is one of the main things. The pockets are very noticeable in the costume. Like I said, I just went down to the local mall and hit up Old Navy. Took me like 5 minutes to find them. Didn't even have to ask for help. Right in the summer section. I think it was summer section with the rest of it. You can find them online easy enough. I just wanted to try them on because I am very oddly shaped between the height and everything. I have to find a certain size, and if I can't try them on, I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Except for the jacket, because I had no choice. Yeah. But I also screwed up and ordered that as a large instead of an XL anyways. I wanted XL to make sure it would tie better.
Oh, well.
The large fits perfectly, but I wanted length here.
Yeah.
I would recommend, based on this, going a size up from what you normally wear for the jacket, just to make sure the sleeves tie. On this, we had to pin them because it's too short to wrap around it. On me, I can tie them, but it's pretty tight, and it might come undone, so I'm probably still going to safety pin it until I can maybe find a more accurate one. I'm going to start checking Goodwill and see if I can find an old vintage one to use. That's really about it for everything but the wig that he did and the goggles.
Yeah.
Again,
I'll do the same thing as the Reno video that I did, where I turned the thing towards the thing.
As far as the goggles, we'll link to them. Personally, I would try and find something close, but maybe a little better quality. These are a little bit on the cheaper end. But they're normally all the same color as this, like brassy, coppery metal texture. It's just paint. They're plastic. They're not the best, but I was able to make it work. The main thing I wanted is something where these clips lifted up and weren't directly attached, because they didn't have any of this around it. Those didn't have any of that around it. I had to add it, which was actually surprisingly simple. I just laid these out flat and took a pencil or a mechanical pencil and traced around the edges, which, with the thickness of the pencil, already spaced it out a little bit past the edge of it. I just traced around it and cut a little bit further out to make sure there was some overhang here, and then cut a little extra length in here to make sure that it would come up to here. I just fitted it with paper and slid it over the front of this for the front one. And then the backing, his are two-tone. There's darker leather and what looks almost like suede or something underneath. It might be padding, I couldn't tell. I went with a suede material. I just traced out the same shape as this one and added a bit of length out here. And then I went in and glued the center pieces on both of these to the inside of the goggles, the top and the bottom. I layered the darker one on top and the bottom one underneath and glued all this down, and then came back and stitched all this together, just because it's a lot easier to trim up any wrinkles that come up or to, reshape it here when you can cut it and trim it. And if you mess up, you can still hide it a little bit or just retrace it. It did not take a lot. Honestly, I could have made probably 2 or 3 of these with half a yard. I bought like 3 yards because I just like having extra pleather around. I probably wouldn't recommend this particular one. It was a little flimsy, but either way, all I did was sandwich the flat piece of the goggles between the darker pleather and the suede, and glued on top and underneath where it would normally sit over your eye. I glued the suede down. I just stitched it down here, and, I wanted the sewing kind of, not rough, but wider stitching, just because I want them to look a little bit heavier. And then went over it afterwards and trimmed these edges up on the suede to round it out and make it a little cleaner. And it probably could use a little more touching up. I ran out of time. But the main thing is, if you're using a faux suede, I had to go over every area once this was cut with seam lock or fray check. That's what it was, fray check. It keeps it from fraying. Otherwise, this was like losing threads off the top and just peeling all along the edge. It wasn't horrible, but if you left it like that for more than a few wears, it would definitely be a noticeable amount of material lost. That's really about it for the goggles. They were pretty simple. Like I said, I traced it, I glued it down, and then I cut it. And then there's this beauty that I will pass it back to you for, Jay, because he made the spear. I wanted to, but my workshop is in shambles. It's completely torn down.
Yeah, get the microphone near me. So this thing is 7 feet tall.
My workshop.
This thing is... You probably can't see it on the camera. This thing's 7 feet tall. Did you really make
it 7 feet with the spearhead, you madman?
It is 100% 7 feet tall. So the good thing about this is, it's not glued down.
Yeah, that's just friction fitted so that you can transport it easier. This can be, you know, wrapped up or just honestly, thrown in a like old Amazon pouch and thrown in a car seat.
This is actually pretty solid. So
the good thing, if
I
this
kind of
messed up at all. It's foam. You can heat gun it and just straighten it.
I messed up the tip, so that's my bad.
Again, we could heat form that and just shape it.
Yeah, but anyway, I have a video on this. It might be coming out after this or before it. I'm not 100% sure.
So you don't have a video, you will have a video.
Well, I mean, if that video comes out first, then there'll already be a video. If so,
you are like
regardless,
barely in frame, I think.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I can't tell
I don't really
your
care.
mic cord's in the way a little.
Yeah. But anyway, so I have a video for this either coming out before or after. I don't know. But I'll link it up in the card or whatever, and then in the description, whatever like that. This is way too hard to explain on this video, so watch that one.
He will have another video where it is properly shown. Honestly, the only thing on that I would do any different is just a little bit of dirtying up there.
No, his were like spotless white.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're like spotless white. I don't know why.
I was wondering why you didn't, because I know you have a good eye for detail, but why?
How is this guy who's around oil and stuff?
You know what? It's the gloves. He changes them every day.
Why not?
Apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
Apparently he has OCD and is meticulously clean. I don't know.
Whatever.
I would have guessed they looked like they were covered in grease.
Yeah, but they're not.
That's funny.
Weird. Also, one thing about this, I do mention in the actual video for this, it's supposed to be like 17 feet tall.
Not literally, but it is like literally. 9 or 10.
No, yes,
is it
literally.
Really?
He holds it, so it's got another end here. He holds it down here, and this thing takes up less than half the frame when they're going to fight Bahamut. And the whole thing, you don't even see up to here, up to the tip here, and it's at the top of the frame. It's twice his height from here.
And you denied me an over 10-foot spear? That would have been amazing.
We literally cannot bring that to most conventions.
It would have been two people carrying it overhead. Hoi, 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 the entire time to keep it under control.
The screenshot. That's
horrific.
The screenshot that I took, that I used in the video for this thing, I will post that here too so you can see. It's ridiculous.
I didn't realize the difference was that much. I thought it was closer to like 10 feet, not like 15 to 17. Oh my gosh. Well, I've learned something new that makes me respect the man even more. Sid is an absolute madman.
Yes,
Built his own ship, blew up a rocket. Granted, blew up a rocket to save people. The Shira? I thought he built that.
I don't remember.
Either way, wanted to go to space. Finally, kind of made it happen. Flew his own ship.
Two of them.
Wielded a 17-foot spear and kept the wrappings absolutely spotless. You know, I've got to respect it. Why am I more concerned with the fact those are spotless than the like?
We got to end this video though, because this is getting long.
We gotta go. So, I'll let him close.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you like this video, go ahead and give it that thumbs up. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.